Hi everyone, it's me. I'm doing a video. I haven't done one in I think about a couple of weeks or so, and I actually have a lot of news since the last one. Um, since the last time um, I talked about that me and my boyfriend were going to go and get married, and actually what ended up happening is we were going to go down to the courthouse on Friday, but there's was this weird holiday called Furlough Day. So it ended up that we weren't able to go that day, but we did go and get rings and um, so I ring, my engagement ring. So sometime we are gonna go down to the courthouse. I don't know when. We kind of figured that you know um, we don't have to do it right away, but we're engaged, so. Also, another big thing is I went to the doctor again, and I was measuring a little small, and so they sent me for an ultrasound, and I went and got an ultrasound, and it showed that she is a little bit smaller than what for how far along I am, and um, she was the due date originally was November 4th, and I was pretty exact on that because my period was normal, and we had planned it, and I knew when I was ovulating, and um, they had changed it to November 6th, and then last time they changed it to November 17th. Um, and So I was a little worried because they said she was a little small, and I was afraid that, um, maybe she wasn't growing right and there's something wrong. But I went today to the doctor, and she said that, you know, that she's smaller, but that the amniotic fluid and everything else, that she's growing and everything's fine. She's just a smaller baby. And both me and my boyfriend are not big people, and the ultrasound tech said that, you have two small people, you can get a small baby. And my boyfriend, when he was born, he was actually smaller. So, you know, she's healthy, she's just smaller. Um, but she measured my from my pubic bone to where, underneath right there. And she said, actually, you're measuring good now, but she's sending me for another ultrasound this Saturday just to make sure, just on the growth and everything. Um, but she didn't sound really concerned, and I also did find out from the ultrasound that she is in a breeched position, and I knew that because um, she's in a foot-long breech position to where her butt is down there and her legs are, up against, like, on the side. She's kind of, with her legs up. Um, and, but I have a bicornate uterus, and when you have a bicornate uterus, they're mainly breeched position, and so, but I have a really slight bicornate uterus, so I thought that she said that it wouldn't be it could be a possibility, but not that big. But she's saying that it is now. So with that, she said that I should just schedule for a C-section, which I don't know. I don't know how exactly I feel about it, but I can't do anything about it. But she could flip between 32 weeks now and 37 weeks, she said, but she said because I do have a bicornate uterus that she, might stay in a breeched position. But my due date, she said, they say they change it. They'll be like November. Okay, it's this date. She said, but no, your due date is still the same, and because that's just saying that she's. If you say November 17th, that's saying that she's at the size that she's supposed to be at, and that's not true. So she said that my due date is November 4th, so exactly today I'm 32 weeks. Um, so we'll see how the ultrasound goes on Saturday, and I hope everything is still okay. And it makes you worry, but the doctor, she doesn't sound alarmed or anything. So, um, she's measuring about like, you know, two 2 weeks off, and she said the amniotic fluid and stuff were everything was good, and everything else was good. She's just smaller, so. I'm just talking out loud, trying to reassure myself, I guess. But I know everything's going to be fine. And so, yeah. So I guess I'll show you my belly. Okay. Let's see. Get down a little bit. So my belly. Let's see. Camera. My belly. 32. So 32 weeks today. My belly. I got this skirt, but it feels a little small on my hips. So, let's see. 32 weeks. I'm definitely way bigger to me. I'll show you. The belly button. It's still really sunken in, but I do have a line underneath. And but not on top. It's just underneath still. But I got that at 22 weeks. Yeah, but it looks like it's just sunken in more. Anytime I close tighter to me, you could just really see it. But it's definitely gotten bigger. But yeah. Also, I wanted to talk about that last couple of days. There's been this flu thing that's been going around, stomach flu thing. And oh man, for the last 4 days, I was feeling really bad. I was having bad, I know a lot of information, but bad diarrhea, and I was throwing up, and I had been throwing up in the first trimester, not that much so. This was just horrible. I just felt so sick. But it was going around. My boyfriend had it, his nephew had it, his mom had it. But I was up in my parents' house, and I had gotten it, and it was so bad I couldn't even. I woke up during the night there and had to rush to the bathroom, and I didn't even make it to the toilet, so I threw up all on the floor. It was bad. I felt really bad. But then after I felt good, then I came back here, and I think I got it. I had gotten it again, and for the last 4 days, I was it was horrible. Oh man, it was horrible. But thankfully, I'm feeling better now. So yeah, and I think I was stressing out too, because I was worried about the last ultrasound, and I thought, I wonder if she's okay. But she's been moving constantly still, and the movement's been good. But it explains too that she's in a breeched position, because I feel her kicking really low. So I know that that's not her head down there. So yeah. And so the C-section thing, I'm going to research it a little more, because I really didn't plan on that, but, you got to do what you got to do and make sure everything goes good, and, it's different. So I'm just going to research it and, find out. And if anybody could talk to me if they've ever had a C-section or anything, tell me about it, because I really have no idea about it. So, yeah. So wish me luck. I'm going to ultrasound on Saturday to make sure with the growth and everything, and just double checking, I guess. Wish me luck on that. I'm nervous, and I know it's my hormones, and it makes me even more crazy and nervous. So, yeah, that's it. And, alright. Let me shut this off. So, thank you. Bye, everyone.